It's episode 174 of Nah, Dude. Pedro Lima, Danny Davenport, Kermit Gonzalez, Ricky Reyes, and joining us from the world famous Badass Sandwiches, from the second year running Badass Burgers, is the owner, head chef, and Wagyu master, John Collazo, everybody.
Hey!
Thank you for having me, guys.
2 years.
Yeah.
In Badass Burgers.
Dude, yes. The first year was scary. I'm telling you right now. Talk about, like, scary.
No, the restaurant industry, to me, is one of the scariest places.
I'm finally getting paid, man. You know, a little bit of money. Yeah, not too bad. Like $200 a week.
It's what they say. You know? It's what they say, right? Like the first year is a loss for restaurants when you open.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to work, man, 18-hour days, you know, because not only when I decided to open the burger joint, let's do 100% Australian Wagyu beef, right? Well, first of all, I wanted to do like 70-day dried ribeye burgers, really, but I don't have the room and the place to put the dry aging cases. So I figured, let me do Wagyu. The Wagyu market stayed pretty steady, you know, as far as pricing goes.
Then white people started eating the Wagyu meat.
So I decided to do that. However, I didn't know about bread yet. And I'm like, you know what? If we're gonna
you got in the sandwich game and you weren't even about bread.
I know. No, I am. But like, I'm like, I haven't thought about the bread.
Yeah. It was
so I'm like, if I'm gonna do Wagyu, I gotta make the bread. You know what I mean? But man, talking about going in at 3 a.m. You know, when people are leaving the bars and you're going into work to make bread, it was awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole the first year for me was just like one long day, if you will. You know, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, like the cool thing, like you get there 3 a.m. and you put all the adversities aside, you know, and you just go and just get it done. You know, I've had 2 surgeries in this hand already and one in this one, you know, from working, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
What kind of surgeries?
Carpal tunnel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2 on this hand and 1 on this one.
Doctor Strange.
He's all like, now he's making sandwiches like this.
It's so early in the morning making this damn bread.
He learned the dark arts.
Crazy, dude. So then, you know, figure, wow, a year of doing that.
Yeah.
You know, then just I figured it was time to teach someone else, you know what I mean? So we have an incredible crew that really love and believe in the vision.
Is it the same crew that was there when it first opened?
The burger joint, yes, pretty much. I have, 2 main guys, and then, of course, you know how it is, that revolving door.
Yeah, John, like I was going to say, like, how hard is it keeping employees?
You always have probably 70%. You know, that stay, and then the other 30% they come and go, if you will. You know, we try to minimize that by changing the culture. I don't hire, you know, people that really smoke cigarettes, and if you have any bad habits, I can tell if you're full of shit. You know what I mean? So we try to like keep it clean and classy, like they say.
I'm automatically unhireable.
No, dude, you're good, man. No.
It's gonna be a loss. It's gonna be a loss on your.
I'll be like 1 meat for the sandwich, 1 meat for me.
So, you know, the stigma in the restaurant business, you know, there's so much like drinking, and that's no.
No. I've seen it
at all. You know what I mean? Yep. You know, drug addicts and things like that, right? So, I want to change it. I mean, especially when the minimum wage thing is going up every year, right? I'm like, if you're gonna demand from me, I want to make sure that I squeeze everything out of you as well. Let's be real. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You know, so that's how it goes. And thankfully, we're blessed that we have, you know, our main guys and people come and go, and I'm able to do this with you fantastic human beings, you know.
Yeah. he said it with like regret.
No, not at all.
You ever get people that are like, you hire them, then you're like, oh, I'm a vegan. I don't want to.
I've had one.
Like, you work at a hamburger place. There's meat everywhere.
You got it. And dude, and I'm not going to lie to you, the girl, incredible human, of course, but she would like break out in hives. You know, and like eczema type thing, and like itchy and stuff. And
can you not scratch your skin particles on my sandwich?
Yeah, over the meat.
You know, and to me, I mean, are you guys any vegans here?
No.
It's not very healthy, guys. Let's be real.
We got a bag of meat over there.
I probably brought a bag of meat with me.
I love everyone, not going to lie to you, but, you know, it's proven that it's not good for you. So.
No, I'm not saying it ain't healthy. I'm saying it's unaffordable.
Being
it's
vegan?
expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is
100%.
expensive. It is. And if you think about it, also the healthier you eat, the more expensive it is. Go figure.
Yeah, it is.
Stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
John, the sandwich spot has been open how long?
Oh my God, 2017.
2017.
Wow. January 29,
so that's
2017.
17 years.
Yeah.
No.
Look,
Jesus
Wow. My
Christ.
math is off. 7 years.
7 years.
fuck?
And
I thought I was talking
Did that
for a
come
minute.
from you?
I was like,
can I sit somewhere else? I don't even want to be near
that's
this dude.
funny. So going on 8 years, and then we started with the food
What was it?
truck
What was
back
it
in
like
2014.
48 years ago?
I know, right? Well,
You started with a food truck.
yes, that was in 2014.
Okay.
Front of oh my God, the Village Thrift Shop, right there on Michigan by Boone High School.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, selling. I wanted to just sell 15 sandwiches a day. You know,
Wow, you aim high.
go home. Yeah, no. So,
teen or nothing.
Yeah.
so truth be told, you know, my wife has banker hours. You know, I met my wife at 35. You know, she's an incredible human. I was like, wow, I really need to like keep this one, to be honest with you. I've been around the block quite a few times, and it's okay, baby. I know you know, so it's okay. Anyway, so you know, you go and I met this woman being a chef, traveling, working nights, working weekends. Doesn't really work. You know what I mean? In fact, when I went to culinary school, my chef said, when you become a chef, you're gonna become an alcoholic and a divorcee. In my case, both, he said, you know. And in my case, too, you know, drug addict, divorcee.
That's
or
comedy.
whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Comedy does the same thing to you.
yeah, I'm sure.
I feel like any
They're
line,
one-on-one.
I feel like any line of work where you might enjoy yourself and spend too much time doing it leads to that.
Agreed. Agreed. It seems that
Because
way.
if other people don't give a shit about it as much as you, then you're kind of just stuck.
You know what? That's a great way to put it, to be honest with you. So, you know, I met her and
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Vance. You're awesome.
I did it.
You know, so I was like, you know, figure it out. Finally, I do have a background. Doesn't matter. Yes, I have a criminal background. It's not a secret. And I applied to places, dude, before I opened this food truck. Bunch of places. Not even Buffalo Wild Wings would hire me.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
For if you
Horrible.
got a felony,
Not for manager.
They asking you to hang it up.
Crazy. You got it. And I have a pretty cool background as well as far as professional, you know, and nobody will hire me. So there we go, badass. You know, my wife tells me we're in Puerto Rico, Flamenco Beach. And she's like, hey, you haven't worked in 8 months. What are we going to do? I'm like, shit, I don't know, man, you know. Then my friend had my trade, the trailer that I have now, well, that I got, whatever. It was at a pawn shop. My friend's pawn shop. So that's how we got started, you know, with a pawn shop trailer, you know, and
That's
here we
awesome.
are. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what happens was, you know, the banker hours, I couldn't work nights and weekends, and I just wanted to sell 15 sandwiches a day. You know, next thing you know.
So you were already in the culinary business, like you were already
yes.
cooking,
I was a
doing stuff
classic
like
kitchen
that.
chef. Yeah, like even my little trailer, I would wear a chef coat with pride. You know,
Yeah.
and everybody used to make fun of me. Oh, why
Already?
are you wearing a chef coat? Like, because that's what I do.
Right.
People
I'm
always
sorry.
laugh at you when you do something properly. Like even comics, if somebody wears
I'm sure.
a sports jacket, they're like, "Look at this guy," and I'm like, "Dude, he looks
He's
professional."
doing
Yeah.
what you're really supposed to be doing. Yeah.
You know, so and it's true. It's true. Shame on the world sometimes when they see someone do good. You know what I mean? They
No,
step
it's
on
they're
you,
crabs.
You know?
They want to bring you down.
You got it. It's sad.
Did you wear eyeliner when you did it?
No, dude, I should have.
Yeah, me.
Oh my
me
God,
either.
If I
John,
did,
your eyes would have popped, bro.
dreamy, you know what I'm
They'd
saying?
be
You would have
looking
sold
dirty.
30 sandwiches.
That would have been awesome.
I would never.
dude.
I would never.
You know?
By the way, I want to deport you. Just so you know.
So, you know,
Some eyeliner, some fake eyelashes, dude. As you're just blinking at them
yeah.
when you give them the sub.
yeah.
A little flutter. I can't do that shit. My eyes are covered in grease.
That's every day.
That's every day.
That's a fair point. I know this. All I know is that ninja sandwich
Thank you.
is my favorite thing I've ever eaten.
Thank you.
That
What's in it?
ninja pork belly.
pork belly.
With I can almost tell you. Tell me when I'm wrong. It's a pork belly with an Asian slaw and a garlic aioli. Is it garlic?
Almost. Well, it does have garlic. It's like almost like a chili garlic miso mayo
Motherfucker
type
is
thing,
so
you know?
good. It's so good.
Thank you.
It's
Don't make
so
me
good.
blush, Mr. Vance.
You don't even have to like.
Yeah.
You had mentioned like get numbers and stuff so you can. You know, I
got you.
I'm on the rewards program already. I got the
That's
fucking
cool.
magnet. I got the magnet on the truck.
Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for the
down
love,
for
man.
the ninja, man.
See, so
Why'd you call
because
it ninja?
Because, man,
It sneaks up on you?
It sneaks up on you. No, because it's Asian, and I figured come up with a funny name for it, you know.
Yeah.
So 18 sandwiches, you know, that's my goal. And the Ninja was one of them, you know. And every time, even though I was in front of the thrift shop, used to wear a chef coat. I believe when you do something, you better do it with pride, man. No matter what it is that you do, man. Even if you
full
like
throttle,
mopping, bro,
full throttle,
you got it, bro. You know. So all these people making fun of me, right, because of my discipline, etc. You know, where are they now? You know what I mean? So, and I hate to say it, I'm not being cocky, but I've been through like the battles. I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of people have hated me before. A lot of people love me. A lot of people love what we do.
Why did they hate you?
Huh?
Why did they hate you?
I don't know. People think I'm just an asshole.
Is that why?
Yeah, and it's not a secret. You know, I could be that guy.
You got to have a little asshole.
But you have to be, I'm sorry, guys, and public and everyone. In order for you to succeed in something, man, you have to be a dick, bro.
Yeah.
Legit. I mean, obviously, be a dick with kindness, right? You know what I mean? Like, I know it's an oxymoron.
You
have to be relentless.
You have to.
It's being
bro.
an appropriate dick.
You got it.
Like
you got it. When to be a dick.
Somebody's out of line, you fucking call it.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, you're not being an asshole just to be an asshole.
No.
But it's just sometimes people take the word no or
they don't know boundaries.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's
so
just setting boundaries and be like,
got
oh,
it.
what an asshole.
Like,
and shit like
and that's what happens. And I mean, a lot of people even attacked us too, supposedly from us taking tips. You know what I mean? Things like that. People that don't know, you know.
Yeah.
And you try to defend yourself on social media, dude, and just people twist things around. I'm sure you get that too, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Mr. Vance,
Yeah.
you know?
Running the social media has been cruel to me.
You know, the
telling you, they're
fake news
eating
and
them.
shit, you know? So,
They're eating those cats.
yeah.
It's because of Jake Tapper and Don Lemon, those two Marxist. I don't know.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
So it's the same thing in the culinary world, you know. It's almost like a popularity contest, and not so much, you know.
Wait,
and
your
also,
line of business is also kind of cutthroat because there's
Big time.
one. If they see one restaurant is thriving, they're like, they're taking my business. I gotta slam.
Well, everybody thinks they can make a fucking sandwich, and that's a big problem.
There you go.
Everybody thinks they can make a fucking. I think I can make sandwiches. Yeah. But I'm not gonna fucking pawn shop a trailer and commit my whole life to the motherfucker. But they might talk shit about somebody who does.
Yeah.
There's a
You know what I
business.
mean?
shit, bro.
There's a
Like-
business that's strictly grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
No, Cleveland has a big one that's just all grilled cheese sandwiches, just different meats.
There's a place over in fucking over by Lake Brantley that does just macaroni and cheese, just different kinds of macaroni. By the way, the place fucking sucks.
I was gonna say that's a branch to go on that's not that strong.
Mac and cheese stinks like a Shoney's buffet. But anyways,
You don't like mac and cheese, huh, Mr. Vance?
I love mac and cheese.
Oh, just not that one.
As long
Can't you
as
tell?
yeah, but as long I need the mac and cheese.
You got
with,
passionate about it too, bro. Wow.
It just can't have too much seasoning in it. You know what I mean?
Heard.
Oh, it's the seasoning.
The cheese
Well,
is the seasoning.
You're new to the seasoning because
Yeah.
because you do your pork and
Just
whatever, but you've had arpanine.
Oh boy.
we do classic mac and cheese. It's noodles, Kraft mac and cheese, a little bit of mayonnaise,
And water.
and we're good.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, and put
Yeah,
it in
it's good.
Raisins.
It's really good. It's good.
Raisins.
It's good with mayo, though. It's really good with mayo, actually. Yeah. Makes it creamy.
See,
It's awesome.
this fucking eyeliner's really getting to me.
You want to go
I see you tearing.
I feel like I can taste it.
Let me get something to clean that up.
I can tell you right now, putting on a little bit of makeup and a whole fucking suit makes me want to flip this fucking table.
How many times did you almost poke your eye when you did that?
No, she did it for me.
Were you blinking? Like, how do women do that without
kept-
blinking?
she kept
dude?
telling me-
Shit.
Dude, they do it while driving.
That's what I'm saying. How?
Telling me stop opening your eyes. I go, what?
While driving on Colonial that has all those bumps. They're like,
That was my sister.
While eating
all
a
the time.
sandwich, too, bro.
yeah. Holding that breakfast sandwich from Badass.
And putting eyeliner on. Some of you are experts, man. Talk about having gifts in life.
So you do this pretty interesting thing with the menu, and correct me if I'm wrong about it, but you have I don't know how many, it was like 20 sandwiches or whatever that stay on the menu all the time.
Yes.
Then you have a weekly special, maybe 2 or 3 weekly specials, and then you resurrect old weekly specials, right?
Yeah.
And bring them back. Bro, I
Wow,
like this
bro.
fucking
Mr.
restaurant.
Vance, thank you,
I know,
sir.
I'm so mad you didn't bring me anything to eat.
No, I know. I'm so sorry.
No, but that's
I know you guys.
Am I
It's
right
true.
about that? Like
You're
your
absolutely
resurrection
correct,
is
yes.
old. Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you ever When's the last time I guess you took one of those resurrected weekly specials or something and added it to the full-time menu? Or is that kind of not a...
What sandwich do you want? Just tell them.
There was a
ninja.
No, dude. There was a blue cheese. There was a blue cheese steak.
The steakhouse.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Wow, it's so good. You don't understand how often I eat there.
Wow. This is giving me the vibe of when Chris Farley met Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
remember when you made that sandwich and you used that Belgian cheese?
Awesome. Dude, you don't understand. Anybody from out of state comes in for work, that's where I take them. It's a fucking sandwich spot. It's so good. I'm sorry. I can't be here.
Gotta go.
I'm so hungry.
I could tell your eyeliner started running.
But I guess my question though really was how did you come up with that like idea or that formula to do something like that?
So
it's all budget, right, John? Don't cut the shit. It's all budget.
When you start getting excess in the freezer or something.
What's going bad? That's the special.
That's a special. So to be honest, I got ADHD, whatever it is that you call, right?
Yeah.
And I tend to get bored pretty easily and rapidly with things, you know. So like my life is just crazy. But anyway, when we started with the food truck, we started with 6 sandwiches. Okay, when I got kicked out, so what happens? I got kicked out from the Village Thrift Shop going back, and I built the business to 8 sandwiches, dude. Code enforcement comes, oh, you got to be here, but I got permission from the owner. I got my insurance in place. I got everything. You know what I mean? I even got my surf safe. Go ahead.
You think somebody called you out?
I think so. Somebody, filed a complaint. I was already there for 6 months though. So.
Was this doing the whole the food truck kind of thing?
Pretty much.
And pretty much I know a lot of restaurants were being upset with food trucks because a lot of businesses.
Yeah, because you don't pay impact fees and you don't pay taxation like a restaurant does, right? So I was there and maybe did someone call me out, but you know what? It was the best thing ever. Because I had a Tundra, 250,000 miles on it too, by the way, to pull the trailer. And my friends, had 2 friends that are engineers in the space station.
By the way, buy American trucks. Go ahead.
Yeah, all day long. No, that's what I have now. Nothing but America. So, nothing imports. Thank you, Mr. Vance. Yeah. So that's funny. So I drove there once with the Tundra and, barely made it. They told me, bring a crew of 4 because he's going to be busy. And I'm like, whatever, how busy he's going to be, So it was myself and 3 others in my little trailer. In an hour, we sold 70 sandwiches there. I was like, whoa. I ate $8.99 a sandwich, back then, right? So we're talking about, 10, 11 years ago. Next I started doing events everywhere all over Florida. I'll do a breakfast and lunch in St. Augustine and a dinner in Altamont on the same day.
Dude,
so I'm traveling
How happy
everywhere.
were you to sell 70 sandwiches when you were?
It was incredible.
When you were like 15. You were like, I'm selling 15, and then you sold 70, and you're like, I'm rich, bitch.
You got it, dude. Like Rick James, you know what I mean? I'm rich, bitch, Really felt like that. And I was like, oh, we got something, Then little by little, people were like accepting it more. Churches were a little bit more accepting, except YMCA, they didn't want us there because of the name. Dr. Phillips Performing Arts, when they opened, they didn't want us there until we opened
the churches
store.
were accepting
at the beginning not so much, but then when we started going out, yes sir, like the pastor will come. I'm a badass pastor,
Pentecostal
so they got the message,
Pentecostal churches say
that. So they got the message, and we're good people. It was ran by my wife and I.
Listen, ass is in the Bible.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Jesus rode in on an ass.
Hey, so
That's the ass they're talking.
And it's all marketing. But mind you, 10 years ago, people, it was a little bit taboo, I guess, to say things like that in public.
No, it's a bold name.
It is
a bold name.
It was bold, and a lot of my friends. So I had a friend of mine, incredible marketing genius, but he's an older gentleman too. I'm not going to say his name, but he told me, "You're not going to make it past 2 years." Oh, for real, one of those. And I'm like, "Why not?" Because the name is negative. I'm like, okay, he used to do studies on that. That's what they did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's the old version. I'm like, no, I'm going to stick with that,
No, it's funny because I know you still like him, but you said like before he's old.
Yeah. He's like older. You know what I mean? Like,
so those kind of words are more like.
Did he have alternative names? Because I've had
He did. He did.
Oh,
But that's
please.
corny.
Please,
He's
John.
like cool ass sandwiches.
Yeah.
Happy,
Yeah,
happy
big,
time sandwiches.
So,
Goody yum yum. No, what? Give me one. Give me
so
one.
that was one of them, or like bold sandwiches or something like that.
Bold.
Instead. I'm like, but bold? It's like, what is that? You know, I'm like, no, I have to be bold with what I have to do. When we opened the trailer, when we did that, and then when I got kicked out, started going everywhere. I believe we're being around so long because we created relationships. You know, haven't seen you in a while. I was like, dude, what's up? You know?
because we officially met. I mean, I've been going to your place for a while, but we officially had a full conversation at the food eating competition.
It was awesome. I remember that.
You haven't had one of those in a while either.
No, because COVID killed it.
Yeah, that's why. That was before COVID.
Yes, it was like just a year before COVID, man.
Bro,
We did it for 2 years.
It was gross.
I want to
though.
do it again. I know it was gross. Not gonna lie.
What was the sandwich? It was a Capone.
We ended up doing the big boy, which had like pepperoni, bacon, pernil, pork
on a tray.
So
that.
Everything greasy.
So we did, but check this out though, so you don't have any guilt after the fact. So we did that. We did about 2 pounds of tater tots, but then we also gave you a side salad.
That's what it was. Hey! The tater tots was a mess.
Remember?
I remember they were just
shoving Michael.
I was like, oh.
These competitive eaters, bro, are really passionate when they eat. Have you seen these
Oh yeah,
guys?
fuck yeah.
Wow.
No,
See,
it's way different from when we were kids.
yes.
Can I tell you something? If you bring
sir.
it back, I will enter.
What?
It's
I
fun.
will enter.
With the eyeliner.
I will
With the
enter.
eyeliner.
Danny, I don't
I am throwing my name in the race. I'm running on a platform of fuck these other guys.
We're holding you to this.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, 100% I'll do
And
it.
you said you're going to bring it back?
Yeah.
If you bring-
I want to. I want to bring it back for next
If
year.
you bring it back-
So we're doing National Sandwich Day.
I'll
Mr.
eat
Vance.
it with a fucking GoPro on my head.
Nice.
100%. Because I'm JD Vance, motherfucker.
From the ashes.
We got invited because Angel was DJing.
Yes.
So
yes,
so
that's
Angel
right.
calls me
I
up
remember
and he goes,
now.
"Hey, come through. They got this food eating contest." And me and him were just. We had this idea of going to different places and try the best Cuban sandwich. Find out what the best Cuban sandwich is gonna be. So we're driving around. We're like, let's swing by this food eating contest. I've never been more appalled in my life. And I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
It's gross to
But
watch.
the way they eat.
Oh, that's great.
And Kermit's like, grab the camera, walk around. I'm
Yes, he did. That was a great video.
You're like,
I will fucking embarrass you. Wait until you see me sit up there and try to eat competitively.
Listen, you're going to make me proud. I'm going to be so proud. I'm going to be like a father.
Pedro's going to be fucking horrified. You'll be horrified.
Proud Papa.
I've seen like he says, you got to see these professional guys,
Listen
the way
to
they
me.
eat, dunking.
Yes.
They have technique.
Listen,
It's crazy.
but listen to me. I will eat that same way, just not as good. Do you understand? I'm going to lose and eat all fucking
Poorly?
sloppy. Think I won't dunk a whole sandwich in a cup of water to soften it up?
Danny's like, it was
100%. And I'll come in last place. I'll have done it for nothing.
There you go. So yeah, that was a fun thing to do for sure, Angel, and man, the energy around the
it was dope.
you know, it was like it's National Sandwich Day, November 3rd.
I was going to say, when is that, November?
November
Damn, we
3rd.
got to wait till November for this?
I
to
know.
see
I'm
this?
sorry, bro.
that's around the corner.
No, he's talking about next year. He
Next
said.
year. No, next year at this point, guys.
Fuck.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I could probably come up with something else in between, though. But you know,
Oh, you know what? Hold up. Time out.
Good.
Can we go show up and you have a challenge for Danny to do?
that would be cool. With Mr. Vance.
Oh, you want to compete?
Yeah,
What's the time?
I want,
Okay.
I
We
want
need
the
to find the
spectacle.
time.
Look
You
at,
want- okay,
look
you
at-
want- okay, I'll give
look
you- I'll
at
give you that.
Danny looking at you like, you motherfucker.
I want
to
the
create
spectacle.
different ways to embarrass
I want to see this.
I want the spectacle of it.
Okay, I got you.
I want
I
want
understand.
somebody to race.
Yeah,
I want
it's
to race
competitive.
somebody
It's
else.
competitive.
We can do it.
We will lose.
I can't do it.
No, I mean like I would go against you or something like that. You know what I mean? But I don't want to just sit there and have you watch me eat like
I'll
I'm a
fight you on
fucking
that.
zoo animal.
I know he can't do it.
You know what I mean?
Pedro's out.
No, he can't.
But I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll fight you on that.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
It's
Behind the bleachers.
MMA competitive eating.
Because I get hyper competitive about certain things, and eating is one of. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Like if I
He goes to restaurants. Honestly, I've gone to him restaurants. And he'll peruse around and be like, "Oh, they have a challenge," and his brain's calculating.
Of course.
I'm gonna do that, and I go, Danny, we only got 30 minutes for lunch, bro. We're not doing a challenge. It's like
why would that
Next
set your
time.
competitive juices off?
I can't tell you why, but it does.
He's even worse than this.
Oh,
this is worse. All right, check it out. We're at a steak restaurant, right? Order a steak. Let's say you get 8 ounce.
This is true.
Pedro, 10 ounce, 10 ounce. What do you want?
16 ounce, whatever.
16 ounce. 16 ounce.
Yeah.
Danny, you ready?
32.
Give me a 24.
Danny will ask, "Do you have a 24?"
Give me the 24.
He has to up you.
I have to have the biggest steak at the
The
table.
fact that you went big.
I can't help it. I did the 7x7 at Steak and Shake. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's 7 patties and 7 slices of cheese.
That's retarded.
I did it on a lunch break. I did it on a lunch break. Went back to work.
And then what? You went in a coma? And
Yeah,
you
I fucking started going blind. It was like I was getting choked out. Because it turns out it has like 94,000 grams of sodium in it.
yeah, you were getting choked out, so meaning you were just sleeping.
Yeah, but somebody said I wouldn't. I mean, what do you want me to do, Ricky?
Like I'll show you by showing me.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Don't
gonna
tell me
torture
what my
myself.
limitations are. I'll tell you what they are.
I don't know what it is. Food is my thing, dude.
The world needs a hero.
John, you came out pretty much, and I don't want to say unscathed because of the pandemic, but you did something fucking incredible of opening a second business, like right after the pandemic.
Crazy.
I'm pretty sure you had that plan beforehand.
I did. So
2019, you're like, "Mommy, we're gonna have this ready. We're gonna open 2020." And then the music comes down. You're like, "Oh shit!"
crazy.
How bad was the struggle for your business during the pandemic?
Real quick before you answer that, COVID was a hoax. Go ahead. Anyways, go back to your story.
Yeah. He's like, keep on with the untruth.
So, wow.
My fault.
CNN.
My fault.
So, that's funny. So, 2020, that's COVID year, right? Yeah. So, 2020, beginning of 2020, I got approached by a friend of mine. Hey, there's a spot on Fairbanks Avenue that's closing down. It's a pizza shop.
You were supposed to be in Fairbanks.
So I opened, but I did open, but I opened in June of 2020. So everything was shut down. Like, talk about trials and tribulations, and like keep going. You know, not only that, then my wife decided, I don't want to live here anymore. I want to live here. So you put my commute like 15 minutes further from Fairbanks.
Okay.
And I'm working like 30 hours a day. You know. So anywho, we still made it happen. Go to Fairbanks. We opened Fairbanks. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you. Primrose, thankfully, like we were doing decent over there, so we kind of like we were helping. You know, Fairbanks. We stayed open for almost 20 months. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was hungover as hell on a Monday morning on I-4 at 8 a.m. going to Fairbanks, miserable because you know I-4 at 8 a.m. 8:30 is horrible. From like south, like kind of like Soto, you know, that area, that stretch on I-4 that just sucks balls, right? So I'm waiting. One of my reps is waiting for me at the restaurant for a check, $1,900 check. I had $19 in my account, and I'm driving, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm done. I'm closing on Friday. Greg, you're not getting your money today. You're gonna have to wait, et cetera, et cetera. I'm done. Did not want to be in debt. You know what I mean? I probably owe maybe $5,000, maybe $10,000, you know, to whatever, which is really nothing.
No,
you know?
not bad.
Compared, right? I'm blessed for that, so I'm grateful, to be honest. But before that, my wife tells me, why don't we turn this restaurant into a burger joint? You know, so I already had the logo. I already had everything digitized about 2 years, like.
So she made up for moving 15 minutes away by offering the burger.
Yes, but then I ended up closing anyways. Yeah, you got it. The idea. You got
Because
it.
it's been 4 years
You
and you
got it.
still was like, she wanted to move.
Don't make it sound.
I'm like, How true is happy wife, happy life?
No, it's great. You know, you have to keep them happy. Trust me, bro. Oh my God. But so ended up closing the place, you know, quietly. Super depressive. I'm not gonna lie to you because you give it your all no matter what. You know what I mean? Like no matter the adversity,
You don't want to fail.
you want to fail. But you know, the cool thing about it is too that Primrose was still doing decent. That I could move the employees from that store to the other one. So at least we were good on that. I didn't post anything. I went to my broker friends privately and I offered it to for sale, etc. And then I love my boy Brandon from the Bangalore.
Yeah.
He goes, and I guess he was doing some sort of like article or whatever in that area, and he drove by and saw the sign that we were closed. He's like, "Hey, John, before I post it public, let me get this out of the story." And I told my wife, "Hey, this is happening. I'm gonna go public now. Now it's time to do a press release or something, you know." And I did a video about, "Hey, you know what? This place was just dragging us down. I'd rather come over here."
How drunk were you when you did that video?
But I did that. No, actually, I wasn't drunk.
You were okay. The
No.
hangover was clear.
No, it was good. It was good.
Because it would have been great. But listen, you motherfuckers didn't come. You got some sandwiches.
Now what?
Now
what?
Look
Now
where it's closed.
Look at what you
Close
did.
this motherfucker down.
Now you eat nothing.
Thank you.
Nothing. And the ninja's out.
How's that? No ninjas for you. Ninjas, poof, disappear.
So that was great. That was a good one. So, you know, when I did that, we ended up just focusing more on our first location. Let's retrain the staff. I ended up closing for a week to remodel the place. Let me just focus on what's important because we're strong here. Even though COVID, like you just, to answer your question, COVID sucked for everybody.
Dude, for restaurants,
Horrible.
though, it was like insane.
Horrible. I did not want to look at the numbers at all. Then that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't look at numbers until probably around November of that year of 2020. You know, that's when I decided to like, you know what, let me look at the numbers.
That was a good move, though. Your mind was like kind of protecting
I
yourself.
want to keep going.
It's like reading YouTube comments.
Yeah, you ignored that.
If you saw the numbers, you might have given up earlier.
You got it. You got it.
Close down the channel.
It's like whenever I look at our podcast episode comments, and you go, "Oh boy, oh, there's nothing there."
That's funny. So the cool thing about it was too, like, how did we make through? My wife has a full-time job. She was management for Sam's Club. So I had a sugar mama, you know. Okay. So at least she was taking care of the household. I really didn't get paid, so we focused more on our staff. You know what I mean? Our staff always comes first. Obviously, you know, the staff first, then Bill second, and then everything else, right? So that's who runs your business, right? If not, without them, we wouldn't succeed. Yeah. They were super grateful. A lot of the times I would pick them up so they didn't take the bus or whatever because they didn't feel safe. You know, I send them Ubers, you know, to help them out like that. You know, I'm only one person, so. You know,
and that's like how many bosses would do that?
You know, exactly. You know, so but we have to give it your all. You know, our dining room was closed, and at that point, when COVID hit, we decided to like really like evolve everything. You know, we decided to put. Obviously, we already had Uber Eats, and Uber Eats was getting slashed before COVID. Oh, don't use Uber Eats because they take 30%. Yeah, but they're not putting a gun to your head for you to use the service.
Right.
You don't have to have it. But if why are you complaining now?
It's an option.
That's what I'm saying. It's an option, but a lot of owners were complaining.
But you notice
kept it.
Most people, when there's changes, they just fight it because it's a change.
Yeah.
They don't want to change.
For the sake of change, they'll fight it.
I'm uncomfortable.
I like the old way.
Yeah,
I like the guy that works there. Bring me the food.
This is better for you.
Yeah, so the restaurant owners, a lot of them, just before COVID, they cut off ties with Uber Eats and DoorDash. And I kept mine. And what I did, I implemented...
That's where the asshole comments started coming in.
So I implemented Uber Eats, also an online ordering platform from us and also in-house delivery. So not just Uber Eats and DoorDash, I'm delivering sandwiches, 2 sandwiches to Oviedo.
Wow.
Damn.
You got to do what you got to do.
Do you throw against the door like a paper?
Yeah. like an Amazon delivery person. Can I take a picture?
That's funny. So we did that, you know. And our dining room was closed.
That's how Pedro or Kermit gives sandwiches to homeless people. He just hits them with it.
You're like, thanks, I guess.
It's bread for the record.
No, bread. Yeah, okay.
That's funny. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To continue. We ended up doing a lot of videos. A lot of my friends, You know, I pretty much know all of, you know, the local restaurant owners in Orlando. We're close, you know, we help each other out.
You kind of got to be, right? Like,
you got to, like, hey, what's going on, Tito from Pink Floyd's or whatever, you know.
Like, it's rude.
Hurricane.
It's rude not to know.
You got it.
Yeah.
So you got it. We all got to support each other. You know what I mean? So that's us. It's a cool circle. So I started doing videos like F COVID and this and that, you know, Channel 13 News came. We were super motivational, super motivational through COVID and like help each other out, you know. And a lot of restaurant people lost their jobs. And God told me, you know, I'm just going to be bold about it, dude. God told me, I'm going to say it.
By the way, Team God, by the way. Team
Dude,
God.
told me, because I keep saying The Voice, right? Told me, hey, you have to do something. But I'm like, it's too soon. So
bring back the ninja.
So we decided to do what we called Nurturing Dear Badass. No Man Left Hungry. Christmas, like Christmas Eve. Like on December 23rd. So we packed up 600 sandwiches. You know, we just fed a bunch of people. You know what I mean? And it's a way to give back. You know, people were hurting. Yeah. Like at the beginning of COVID, a lot of restaurants closed and people were hurting, but everybody was helping each other at the moment right there.
600 sandwiches.
Stretch it out. Yeah. Stretch
600
bags. Yeah. So we did a holiday ham sandwich and cranberry mayo, cheddar.
And you couldn't bring
chips.
5 for us.
I am so sorry, sir. I know.
We gotta wait till December.
I'm so sorry. Homeless people, man. People, the less fortunate, you know?
No, I can pay for a sandwich.
Do you get
I got
shit?
you.
Free tastes so much better.
From the city doing that? Because you know how they... And I don't want to say they frown upon it, but they kind of frown upon it.
They do definitely frown upon it, yeah.
From feeding the homeless people like pigeons.
They're like, don't do that. Smack it out there.
Yeah.
Like, just don't go to the floor. Throw it away. Don't give it to them.
No. Because I know people that do stuff like that, and they get in trouble with the city.
And it's true.
Look, as an official,
Mr. Vance, yes.
somebody
Please enlighten us.
The problem with feeding the homeless is that they continue to live.
You're not teaching a man to fish.
Right. No, yeah, you're keeping him alive. And the longer a homeless person is alive, the
worse for the economy.
The longer they're homeless.
You know what? And
Jesus Christ.
Badass sandwiches does not stand with JD Vance.
Mr. Vance, as much as I want to agree with you in that sense, certain people are like that. It's true. I agree with you.
All right.
Some people, they feel like the system enables them to be homeless, and it's the truth. And I've experienced people like that before that I unfortunately have to cut ties with, because I help people if they're helping themselves.
Sure.
Sorry, I can't.
Correct. No, you gotta gotta do something for yourself.
You got
like to sit back and everybody's like, well, we should all be rich. I'm like, well, you don't have to work at all. Like, that's not work. That's not the world. That's not life.
No, not at all. It's not life.
No.
But so going back to the city of Orlando, they haven't said anything, and I would love for them to do that. Yeah. Because then Mr. Vance and I will go on some sort of rally about it. You know.
Think I won't stand there and take a press opportunity. Boy. I'll put on my good eyeliner wait.
So unfortunately, we haven't had anything with the city. You know, I haven't.
Okay, that's good.
So anyway, so going back to the COVID part. I didn't answer your question. So through COVID, fast forward, we ended up closing Fairbanks. And then COVID and everything went through. And there was a friend of mine, again, that was closing, unfortunately, from Kathy Rolls. That was the previous restaurant where Badass Burgers is at now. He's next to an Amscott. It's in the hood, legit. But the energy in that place is incredible. Seriously.
So you get that loan, and then you get yourself a badass sandwich.
Bro. Yo, you know how many $100 bills you get in this place? It's crazy, bro.
Right next to an Amscott.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm in debt for life, but this shit with this ninja.
And we're next to a pawn shop, too.
79% interest.
We're next to a pawn shop, too.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we decided... Again, God told me, go to this restaurant, you know, and I talked to the guy. I know them, you know, they're friends. And they were going through a tough time. The owner, his dad was, I guess, doing well in India. I mean, not doing well in India. So I'm like, so you're selling? Yeah. Like, oh, crap.
Oh, so you own the building?
No, I don't own the building. He's on the business, just the business. You
okay.
got it. The contents and whatnot. He didn't want to default on anything, so pretty much you take over, right? So I'm like, okay, let me see. We did a cost to build valuation for what I wanted. I made him an offer. We agreed on terms. And that logo that I made 2 years prior for the burgers that we were going to open in Fairbanks, we ended up implementing it here. So the whole thing is happening. I'm like, you know what? We're just going to make the bread. We're going to do this, you know, and man, it's 15 seats and it's pretty awesome, dude. The energy. And I think, again, that's why we're still here even after COVID, because bigger is not always better, guys. I hate to say it, but the costs are so high. Taxation, insurance, you know, payroll. You know, people say, oh, this place is closing because of the rent. Totally false. Your rent should be less than 10% or less.
But is that happening a lot? Because I'm seeing a lot of this happening, or long time business. I don't want to say the name of the establishment, but they'll be like, hey guys, we couldn't come into an agreement with the landlord. They spiked up our prices on it. This is the last week that we're going to have, so come on down. Everybody goes out and supports it.
Yeah.
They get a big flush of money. And then comes
you know,
Monday, it's like, hey, looks like we got an agreement with the guy.
We can make it another week.
Yeah.
No,
they signed the thing. I'm like, oh, really? Wait, third business that's done this close out kind of like scam type deal. I'm very skeptical when shit like that.
John, how much did you know about like business and the numbers of it, like as a chef compared to like when you started jumping in it?
So before this, I used to do consulting for restaurants, menu analysis, design, et cetera. And I have background on that.
That's when somebody knows a lot of shit. They're like, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to run my own business. I ran it for somebody else, pretty much the back end, not the front of the house and all that stuff, right? Like, or even like accounts payable, receivable. I just mainly did like, you know, menu development, things like that, right? But I figured before I opened my food truck and before I lost these jobs, whatever, you know, and I couldn't work, you know, I wasn't even good enough to serve wings, right? I used to work at this other restaurant. I used to sell sandwiches for the same sandwiches for $16 back then. And it was packed. I'm like, if I can sell this for $16, I can sell it. I mean, if I can sell this for $16 and my cost is whatever, my food truck, I can sell it for this much and still make money. And the goal was always to be affordable to everyone. You know, I always like, you can come to Badass.
Like crack.
You know, you got it. You have to. You have to. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's funny. So when I started selling sandwiches, I'm like, oh, I want to
like
buy
the drug game.
You
bro.
got it. I want to buy this. True. I want to buy this. Oh, it's going to take me 50 sandwiches. You know what I mean? Oh, legit. I used to do that.
Let me get this product.
I used to do that.
Product, cook it up.
Yeah. It take me 30 sandwiches to pay. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
You're
what I
playing
did.
Biggie in the background.
It's so funny. Gangster rap. The Chronic was always playing, you know?
The cooks are making sandwiches shirtless.
Don't you steal my meat.
And wearing diapers, you know what I mean?
Just a bunch of Vietnamese women cutting the lettuce and onions and shit.
In front of a thrift shop, right? You know, what a place. You know? But yeah, that's exactly what it was. I counted everything in sandwiches, and I wanted everything, you know, like to keep it affordable for everyone.
Dude, I'm so picturing just a factory of just people in underwear.
I know, right?
Making sandwiches in an assembly line.
Shipping them out.
He's walking around smacking them. No good.
Spit it out.
He's lifting up titties. Oh, is this some roast beef on there? Are you trying to steal my roast beef? He's getting...
Oh, boy.
He's getting on New Jack City on him.
So, you know, we like I said, we did the burgers. Excuse me. Back to the question. So through COVID, the place was empty.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you, all dining rooms were closed. We started doing videos, and I think because of that, you know, and I told everyone, you're having a shitty day, come on over, because the world is going to shit, whatever, come on over, let us put a smile on your face. Let us nurture you, you know what I mean? If you're having whatever, and we kept going, and news came, and people were coming, and all my friends were calling, whatever. My dining room was empty. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was depressive as hell.
Oh, it's scary.
Everybody
you know
was petrified to leave the
horrible,
house.
homie.
Yeah.
It was bad. You know, like, am I gonna get sick or what's gonna happen? Am I gonna get robbed? Really, bro? You know, because people think it's a cash business. But see, I don't know if you guys remember, the government put fear in people that, you know, COVID, the bacteria lasts this long on this surface, and then it was the longest on the dollars. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
On the bills,
Yeah, you had to wash your mail and
They were
shit.
saying that. They were saying, because they wanted to eliminate this. The
My
dollar bill,
sisters
probably. I don't know.
were spraying their
Horrible.
kids with Lysol.
Yeah.
So
I'm like,
Like Axe body spray.
yeah, I'm like, she's 6. I don't think you should spray her with Lysol.
it was crazy. So, you know, and going back to, we got stronger on social media. You know, we have to. I will be at my shop, dude. My wife and she will be with my dog in the dining room, and I'm smoking chorizo that I made 3 weeks ago that I cured. You know, things like that. Things never stop for us. Even social media. If you guys see our videos, I'm there at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. Let's do videos. And a lot of these people that are, unfortunately, they didn't do the due diligence or whatever, you know, because at the end of the day, we have a responsibility to our employees. And if I fail as a boss, bro, I don't know what I would do. Right. You know, we have people that are feeding their families, and it's my duty to our employees to keep going. You know what I mean? Meaning, if I have a chef, because I have a chef now, by the way, at the sandwich shop, I have to do my part, which is marketing, which is this, you know, relationships with people. Like I said, we created relationships, you know, since the thrift shop, that people are still coming on a weekly basis, dude. They've been eating our food for 10 years, you know, and they still, and I'm not even around. That means that the employees translating and the crew riders translating everything properly.
I think people underestimate how much COVID changed
Crazy.
just society in general. I think one thing it did is it made people get outside of their comfort zones, because it used to be the restaurants that were busy were the ones at the corner of Main and Park, the biggest fucking intersection, and it was always a Chili's or a fucking like a basic horseshit type of restaurant.
Yeah.
And then when you couldn't go there, you were outside of your comfort zone, so people started looking for things outside. Because like when you go to a places like your shop and other shops are places that I like, which is, doesn't matter.
You have to find them.
You have to find them, but the product is what brings you there.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, the atmosphere keeps you, right?
Yeah.
But like these other places, I fucking hate TGI Fridays and them garbage ass places. You guys know that.
Yeah.
And so I think COVID did me a favor by running a lot of those fucking dirtbags in the place.
And a lot of cool companies opened up locally too. If you notice, a lot of cool like Jam Hot Chicken, and a lot of cool people, you know, decided to, hey, I'm good at this. I'm making this desserts at this place. Let me open my own bake shop.
Yeah, and I don't
mean?
need a 3,000 square foot.
You got it.
180 capacity fucking high school cafeteria on the corner of Cimarron to make this shit work.
You're talking very serious, but I'm looking at your wing.
Oh my! I'm gonna tell you something.
It's Lady Gaga wing. It's just
cracking up.
Having a hard time keeping my left eye open.
maybe I'm talking out of school because he did mention Jam Hot Chicken and stuff like that. You didn't fall for the whole Popeyes chicken sandwich run.
Yeah,
where every
had
restaurant had like this is the fried.
I did it after. I always do that. Like people, let's say birria. You know the birria cake. Like everybody was doing birria pizza, birria quesadillas, birria whatever, birria cheesecake. I don't know. You know, everything was birria, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing it yet, dude. I waited like a whole year. I'm like, is the birria still going on? Shit, man. Then we did. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do Wagyu. You know, Wagyu brisket, you know, or short rib, or,
oh my God,
you know,
hungry.
cool things like that, you know, and man, the video is awesome. I'm like, we love to slap my meat around here, and I did a cool video like that with Luis Miguel in the background, you know. What? Yeah, dude, it was great, you know. So we did. That's what I was saying. Like, we have to continue. We have to continue. And when we open our food truck, a lot of people were going back. Oh, are you guys a chain? I'm like, no, your logo and stuff is cool, and you guys take pride in what you're doing. We would go to, again, when we started doing the events, the big food truck events, you know, people would ignore us because we're in the smallest trailer, whatever it was. You know, we didn't have the neon lights or the flat screens, etc. You know, but then they will come back to eat with us. You know why? Because we treated them like people. They were like, you know why I came back? Because you treated me like a human. You actually acknowledged me. You explained the menu, and I would go like this. I was like, here, and I would give them a chip or something. I'm like, if you don't like it, whatever. Or like, all the sandwiches were guaranteed. You know, if you take one bite, I was bald, dude. I was like, I wanted to succeed, and I would tell people, you take the sandwich because it was in the bag.
If you don't like it,
one bite though, bring it back. I'll give you your money.
What's
one person with a ninja pregnant lady out of Castleberry did that?
Get the fuck out
and
of
I
here.
knew that. And then she sent the husband back, dude. She was embarrassed.
Good.
You know what I mean?
She should
Other
be.
than that, dude, we're blessed that people really like the food. You know.
Yeah. Chef, what's your go-to sandwich?
How many kids do you have?
Wait, what's sorry?
No, I thought you said my favorite sandwich.
Yeah,
but
like what's this is the number. You're not allowed to eat any other sandwich. This is the only one you're allowed to eat.
Oh yeah.
You go. I give you anything you want to make it.
He's like jail bologna and cheese.
Yeah.
Dude, them bologna and cheese sandwiches. I'm telling you, bro. You know that bologna you put in a microwave for like 2 minutes and it becomes like a big cracker.
Did you grow up grilling it or frying it? Did you frying bologna?
Yeah, bro, it's good. It's plastic though, like they give in the freaking penitentiary around here, bro. It's horrible. Then when I went up this, I want to talk about that shit. When I went up the road. That was cool because you get an idea. I did go up the road, by the way. It's a long story.
No.
They give you an idea. It's like
That's
a credit
the story
card.
we all want to know.
In Florida?
Yeah, bro.
Were you in Stewart or?
No, I was in Bristol.
Okay.
Oh my God, we want to go there. Let's talk about it for real.
If you want to talk about it.
Dude, I was even in the paper up there because I used to work at the warden's office. You get open your eyes.
You were Andy Dufresne?
I was a flat boy.
Andy Dufresne.
I was a flat boy.
You hit me really hard.
Sir, I can make you a badass bologna sandwich. All I ask is for 5 cold beers
And
for
a
my.
Rita Hayworth poster.
So anyways, going back to badass, like I said, we keep going, the branding. And I always wear a chef code, and people saw that. And what happens is if people trust you, they're going to trust the product. And that's my job and my duty to give to the consumer, right? I have to gain their trust, and create the relationship with you, find people again, So that's what it's about in this industry. It's about relationships and also be kind to people. Like, a doctor, if a doctor sees somebody that's dying, they better freaking help him, right? Same thing with me. If I see somebody in hell, in need, that they're hungry, I'm gonna feed you. We have a little people that come. Hey, do you have something for me to do? And they pull the weeds, and we give them a sandwich, and like, here's $10, whatever it is. It's our duty to help people. Yes, sir.
Is it mandatory to slam your fist on the table after eating your
You're
sandwich?
funny, dude. You're funny.
You never watch his video?
The videos I slammed, I do a fist. Yeah, it's like the stamp of approval.
You could tell I had to stop him. From
Dude, I love playing piano. Even though I don't know how to play piano, but yeah.
I just picture him. I picture him when he gets upset with people. Like, you don't like your sandwich?
Jesus, give me that shit.
You want to know my favorite part of going there with somebody who's never been there before is I tell them you don't change a fucking thing on this sandwich.
That's funky. I love it.
Oh, you're not
Thank
allowed
you.
to?
Well, you shouldn't.
First of all,
You fucking shouldn't.
First of all, it's your first time there.
Yeah, you don't change.
You ass is.
Thank you, guys.
Ass is.
Thank you. As is.
Yeah, I'll
That's
scold
it.
the shit out of them motherfuckers. When they
You
go
got
in
the
there.
message.
Oh well, they put. Can I get it with no onion? Don't you
Don't
fucking
get out of the.
Get
Don't
rid of
you
the sandwich.
fucking embarrass me.
It's simple.
Pick them off of there if
This
you don't
is
want them.
chemically balanced.
You got it. We got everything from grilled cheese sandwich all the way till
No.
So if you go now, right? It's funny that you're saying that, dude. Thank you,
for
Mr.
real.
Vance.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bro.
fist bump right there, sir.
For
Wow.
the cause.
And
Thank you for supporting the cause.
174 episodes. He's never been this passionate
That's
about
awesome.
anything.
For real. Hey, bro, we don't
is
talk
Danny-
about food much. We're always talking about your horseshit week plans or whatever garbage
We
shit
ain't
you
talking
saw
about
on
your back
TV.
tattoo.
You've been spending 6 months watching Kermit's clickbait that he finds.
We're like,
Hey, watch
Dan-
this video of a lady fall and let's react to it. I love sandwiches, Kermit.
You're
Thank
like,
you.
Danny, we talked about your kids before, but not
Yeah, but
sandwiches.
not the
Yeah.
kind of sandwiches they like.
It's true. Thank you, Mr. Vance. I appreciate for supporting
Yeah,
the cause. So after about 2 years in business, right, my wife, because my wife is our actual boss, to be honest with you, I'm just the peasant. But anyway, so she finally let me put a sign that says modify at your own risk. Because people were getting, let's say, the Garfield, which is a fish sandwich, right? Breaded, right?
Lasagna and fish.
Lasagna fish.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Garfield is lasagna.
Well, no, but I'm going to tell you. So
He's talking about our president, James A. Garfield.
Oh, that's what it is.
No, Garfield the cat.
He
The
loved
cat.
the- he
No,
loved
but I'm
the
gonna explain
fish
to you what
sandwich.
happened.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the catfish. So what happened was, with that, I'm gonna tell you the story. It was supposed to be catfish, but I could not find good catfish anywhere, so I just decided to do cod, and the name stuck. Garfield is like a smooth, badass cat I
Oh, the
know.
cat.
So I should
Okay.
do a lasagna sandwich, right? So what happens that, excuse me, the person, and you know what? It's a lady. I don't care. And this stuck with me.
It's always
it
a lady.
traumatized. You got it. So she got a Garfield. Is a breaded piece of fish, no sauce, no slaw. And then she ended up giving me a 1-star review, dude. I'm like, dude, you freaking modified the sandwich.
You took everything off the attraction.
You got it. And then you're going to trash me for your mistake?
Yeah.
Come on.
You said, give it to me plain.
Yeah.
And I don't like it plain.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And she complained about it, bro. Like it was horrible. I'm traumatized by it still. Years later.
Try adding the ingredients I put on.
Let's play.
You might like it.
Let me play this little game with Danny.
Yes.
Right, because he's such a... I'm going to name a sandwich, and you're going to tell me the ingredients.
Who's Danny? Who's Danny? Who's Danny?
Mr. Vance.
Mr. Vance.
From his restaurant?
Sorry.
From his restaurant?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go with the Soprano.
Soprano is Capicola. I don't know what it is.
Ooh. Does it have a Capicola? No, there's no Capicola.
I don't know what the Soprano is.
That one is herb roasted dark meat chicken, pepperoni, fontina, roasted mushrooms, tomatoes, basil tomato.
All right.
My favorite is the yaman.
I was gonna say that because
that's jerk
Kermit.
chicken.
Kermit asked earlier. I was gonna say that my favorite right now is the yaman.
So everybody's eating there but me?
That is the jerk.
Oh,
chicken.
you haven't
got
eaten
it.
there?
No. I mean, I live in Daytona, but I will make the
for
trip.
real?
I will make the trip.
But I've seen you somewhere though.
I looked. Yeah, I mean,
Have you gone to stand-up
we're
comedy
Puerto
shows?
Ricans. We look alike.
Yeah, right.
It's not racist if you admit it.
He probably goes to that Amscott next door.
That's exactly where you see me trying to repay this loan that I got in 2017.
He somehow got 6 tile saws he's selling at
The Django.
Oh, the Django.
Oh my God, you got a Django Unchained?
Yeah.
Oh, what is the Django? Fuck. I don't remember.
Oh, dude.
It's steak, right?
It's
It's
smoked
steak,
pimento cheese, caramelized onions,
Yes.
honey horseradish, and house roasted
that's a good one.
ribeye.
That's
Yeah,
a
no
good
steak comes here.
That's a good one too. 'Cause I love pimento cheese.
It's good.
Going back to that question, you never answered it. What's your sandwich?
Yeah,
So the yaman is
No, this is like this. You got
yeah.
That's it.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you why. I've had 19 surgeries, right? And every time I wake up from surgery, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I crave the yaman.
Are they all carpal tunnels?
No carpal tunnel, 2 spine surgeries, a total foot surgery. Yeah. Yeah. Hernia surgery.
You're like put
What are you,
together.
are you
yeah, I'm like almost $1 million man, legitimately.
Are you a fucking kite surfer or something?
No, it's just I'm a chef and I was very adventurous before. I used to ride horses and jump from trees and
He
all that shit
skydives
when I
with
was a
the
little
squirrels.
kid.
Skydives with the ribeye and the wagyu. I got it, guys.
You're diving out of the plane to catch the ducks.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? In all honesty, dude, if I didn't do that, I will be curled up in a ball like a little bitch somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I have to keep going. You know,
John, you're, and I know your line of business. You do have to be even-footed when it comes to political stuff.
Yeah.
And we are in a political era right now with
Crazy.
with everything that's going on with female rights, abortion rights, and everything like that. What is the best cheese that you use for grilled cheese?
Wow. That's a good point. The best cheese that we have, my favorite cheese.
For a grilled cheese.
For a grilled cheese, Havarti. It's like,
Okay.
you know,
Makes sense.
Havarti cheese.
And with the rise of
We also have cheddar, though. Orange.
with the rise of white nationalist fascism, what type of lettuce do you like to use in your house salads?
In my house salads, we do a hydroponic grain, sir.
Oh, hydroponic.
Yes, sir. So we use organic baby greens.
Okay. I understand.
Are there adult greens? Because they
Not
always
yet.
talk about the baby greens.
Not
And I'm
yet,
like,
but if you
where
vote,
they coming from?
If you vote 3, you know, then perhaps, you know,
If you vote 3,
if you're yes to 3,
yes to
then,
3,
you know,
you get the adult greens.
then you can probably get the adult greens, hopefully. But I heard that's all bullshit, though. I heard that True Leaf just wrote the law. If you check it out, they wrote the bill, and us people like smaller businesses will not be able to get some sort of permits to do edibles, dude. So that's BS. All these people, it's gonna be like Philip Morris with cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that again. What's the point of voting free for?
you can make your edibles at home.
Yeah, but you have to still have some sort of, you know,
If
to do
you
it.
want to mass
Or to
produce,
grill.
sell it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
Kind of thing.
But like, why not let us people, let's say, hey, it doesn't have to be 100% of the business, but like, give me 10%. Maybe I can create some sort of dessert.
Because you
got
don't
me?
you don't have a lobbyist.
Dad, you got it. You don't have this mill.
Philip Morris had a lobbyist.
That's what happens. So Philip Morris with cigarettes. Now he's True Leaf with what is it? Marijuana, THC, or whatever you want to call it.
all
you know,
that CBD,
all that,
all that.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, Anyway, so if it happened, then you can definitely get the adult green.
So obviously we've all been.
Kermit had something.
Go ahead, Kermit.
Okay, well, everybody's. I mean, it's hard to avoid in the news the conflict in Israel and Palestine. What is the difference between an aioli and just a sauce?
So we can use
Not being controversial, but
We're not trying to be like ruin your business, but we just want to know.
What is an aioli?
Aioli is Palestine.
We don't know.
No, just generally, you know.
If it's kosher, it could be Israel.
Yeah. We do use kosher salt, though, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As a seasoning, so we want to bless everything. Wow. So,
what is the difference between an aioli? Like, what makes an aioli an aioli?
It's pretty much as a garlic mayo, if you will. You know what I mean? So since that's pretty much our base.
So it's
then
a
we just
fancy
flavor it.
name for
You
garlic
got
mayo.
it. You got it. We just like kind of overdid it. People were like,
No.
yeah, if
Makes
you only
sense.
go to Badass, you can just get aiolis and the sauces and whatever it is. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You know, it's
Gotcha.
a garlic mayo.
No, like I remember going to a restaurant with my dad, and like all these new terms just confuse him so much. He's like, "What's an aioli?" I'm like, "Just ask the waiter." He's like, "I'm just gonna get something else." I'm like, "Just ask him. He's gonna tell you. Like he's gonna tell you what it is."
Like Spanish people are very simple. We mix mayonnaise and ketchup.
Mayo ketchup.
ketchup.
That's it.
That's it.
It's so good too.
Two things. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. We make ours with roasted garlic. Super good for the Badass. So the Badass is a tripleta sandwich, I guess, you know? So but
Man,
we couldn't
all
call it
this- I'm so
tripleta, though.
hungry.
I'm
Do you-
so sorry, guys.
Have you delved into any of the Spanish sandwiches? Like what's that one with the
Jibarito?
the jibarito and stuff
The
like
thing,
that?
I want to do that, but, you know, I would need to make sure that we get the plantains right. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
what one
you're already
plantain is
messing
so
with
good.
bread. Now you
got
gotta go
it.
with bananas
Yeah, but this guy, plantain, sir. Are you Puerto Rican? No.
all day long.
Plátanos.
He said that for me. He said that for me. That was for me. Just in
Well,
case I didn't know.
it's like people act like there's something different, but I'm like, that's a fucking banana, bro.
So it really is. It's
He
a,
wants
it's
to
a
make
banana
sure that I'm not
steroids.
over here getting excited about plantations.
Plantation.
He's like, lock him up, lock him up.
It's coming. It's coming.
Get that light skinned one in here. So I could be the house slave.
The cinnamon color.
Cinnamon color.
So,
Hey, Chef, you ever made a sandwich where you're like, oh, this was not a good idea? And you have it on a menu or something like that. You're like, oh,
Hold on. Time
we've
out.
done
Hold on.
specials like that.
That is a really good question, Kermit.
awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's an awesome question.
is it?
Yeah, I thought it was a great question.
I don't know if you're being
Absolutely.
sarcastic right
that's
now.
a good
No.
question.
I don't trust you two.
Yeah, it was really demeaning to Kermit.
There's been a couple, of course, you know, like, it's funny. We don't sell shrimp like we should, you know, like, doesn't really move, man. I've tried multiple sandwiches, you know, and it doesn't. Like, I did a shrimp and chorizo torta one time, you know, and it was awesome. But then, like you said, I ate it. It was great. But I'm like, I don't see this selling exactly that. You know, it just didn't move, man.
Yeah, you're like, do I want it?
Yeah. And then we had,
Do I drive by and go, I gotta get that
exactly.
sandwich?
And then we had another one called the Nola with fried oysters, like a fried oyster po'
remember
boy,
seeing
bro.
that one.
It was freaking incredible. And
like
but just
oysters.
people didn't react that well to it, you know. So
I think
we
some people
try
don't
to stay
trust.
away.
They don't trust seafood.
That's what happens.
As a sandwich.
That's what happens, you know. But they
In
don't get the
Central
fat.
Florida.
Yeah, I know, right? Makes any sense?
I gotta look out and see a beach.
Yeah, that's perhaps what it is, you know. Or maybe, you know, it's a small shop. They don't move that much, you know. So, you know, going back to the whole thing, I wanted to sell 8, 10, 15 sandwiches a day, right? We sell about 150, 250 sometimes, you know. So
That's it?
We move, I know.
That's it? How
you
are
know,
you
that's it.
surviving?
I know. Payroll.
How
staff.
hard is it to make a new sandwich? Do you take ideas for a new sandwich? If we come up with an idea for a
Yeah.
sandwich,
We want one
course.
called the Nah Dude.
yeah, would you be able to be like, yo, guys, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, we want this, and this. There's a combo that
Yeah.
we gotta figure out.
Absolutely. I could
John,
do that.
tell them no
Name
right
after you
now.
guys for sure.
Just tell them no. They're gonna come up with the stupidest.
No, we're not. No. Me and Danny are serious about this.
For sure.
So it's funny that you ask. We've done that before. There was a show on, oh my God, I forgot the Spanish station. Los Anormales de la Mañana.
Los Anormales, yeah, with John.
John Musa and
Yeah,
them,
Musa.
right? So before we opened the shop, I took my food trailer to their show. And they wanted me to make a sandwich named after their show. So what happens that I make all Mallorca bread, which is our sweet rolls, whatever, like a brioche bread. So instead of creating one sandwich, because I again ADHD, whatever, I created 3 different sandwiches.
Because I'm going to give them something they like.
I was like, you got it. So I was like, I created one for the breakfast, and then the lunch one, and then a dinner one, and we called it the Almada 1, 2, and 3. So I've done that before, dude. I would love to do that again. And this is 10 years ago.
What is the dumbest cheese?
American.
That's
cheese.
okay.
American.
So our sandwich has to have American cheese.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
So
Just 2 slices of bread and American cheese.
we have to have American cheese.
has to have American
That's
You don't
Kermit's-
even grill it, so you
that's-
can't call it grilled cheese.
That's Kermit's contribution to the sandwich. Is the dumbest
It's the
cheese.
American
You guys
cheese.
are a trip.
Do a welfare cheese sandwich. If you can go back, they probably still
shit.
got them in the factories.
In bologna.
Oh
Yeah, they're
dude.
probably in a warehouse somewhere like the Indiana Jones shit. And they can pull it off the shelf and it's
You
just
gotta
as
find that
government
black cheese, and it's
Fucking-
hard to ship
Yeah.
it.
fucking spam and
You know what's-
American
Spam
cheese.
and welfare cheese.
That's crazy. And that's a real thing. And it's funny that you say welfare cheese. So my mother used to work at the welfare office, la oficina de cupones in Puerto Rico.
Sí.
And I used to go with her on set, like every so often. Like I remember it was on a Saturday, and I was like 6 years old. And it would be that, we'd be doing the bags. And I remember the big blocks of cheese put in the bags. And the saddest part was when people were like, oh, you have to sign here. They didn't even know how to sign their name. And it's me, this 5-6-year-old kid. Hey, you have to sign here with, I put the X.
And you're like,
And then we'll do another X next to my X.
Did you make them sign it in mustard?
They put them up in the package
I
before they
mean,
signed.
that's how it was in Puerto
Yeah.
Rico.
Yeah.
I remember grandfather, he quit school at 3rd grade.
Yeah.
To,
Oh, wow.
to work.
To work.
And I'm like, what were you, a shovel? Like what?
Well, that's what it
were you,
was.
a
They weren't.
stool? Like,
Here's the thing. No.
You're 10 years old. What could you be?
Yeah.
They worked in the cane field.
Crazy. It's true.
So they worked in the cane
Yeah.
fields a lot of times, and then you work so long that you would be hurt. So then the younger generation would not go to school, and they worked
Yeah.
in the cane field. They didn't go to school or anything like that, so they didn't know how to sign. And that's why X is like
yeah.
it's acceptable, universal.
No,
Yeah.
Well, one of my grandfathers could barely read, but he's made a nice living for himself.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
an exterminator and a door guy in New York.
Gangster. That's awesome. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
he's made
Hustle.
a nice life.
The hustle is real.
And my mom was like, well, he can't even read. I'm like, well, he fucking did pretty good.
You know what
Yeah.
that government cheese was good for? It was for when you would make hot chocolate.
Oh my God. Yes. Chocolate Cortés.
Chocolate.
No,
Yeah.
No,
and you
I-
put the chunks on the bottom. Oh my God. With galleta por soda.
I love the
So good.
Puerto Rican hors
Like
d'oeuvres.
Danny said, he's losing his mind.
Bro, it's
Vance is like
legit.
thinking, how can I get these people out of here?
Yes.
and chocolate.
Mr. Vance.
Like
We're legal
cheese
here.
and chocolate. But I love the Puerto Rican hors d'oeuvres at a party. It was a Ritz cracker, some of that welfare cheese
Yeah.
or another cheese,
Yeah.
and then guayaba.
Oh, yeah,
And then
boy.
you put that toothpick on it. Even the toothpick.
You
on
got the
it.
horse divorce right there for you, bro.
My sister's
And the charcut, what? Charcuter board.
It's called
Charcuterie.
charcuterie.
I got a. My sister's a pastry chef at
Nice.
Chayote. In,
Oh, wow. No.
in Winter Park. Yeah.
I haven't been. Goyo Boricua, that guy, for
So
real.
she makes. She's been making these little pastries, little
Okay.
cookies and stuff like that. And she made a cookie with guava instead of chocolate chips and stuff like that. It's like white chocolate and
Money.
guava. Been killing it. Like the chef goes, "Yo,
That's
they're selling the cookies."
And
for
you
like,
tell her it's all right.
I'm like,
Right,
I
'cause
I
it's your
tell her
sister.
thing. But she knows. No, my sister, like she bakes, and she'll normally give it to the family, and the family's like, "Oh, mija, this is great. This is great." But she calls me, "Come here, I need you to taste this," because I tell her straight up,
Gotcha.
"Nah, it's missing something. The fuck is this?" Or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? And she'd be like, "If he likes it, I know I'm
Got it.
good."
Nice. That's awesome. That's a great restaurant, I heard. I haven't been yet.
I haven't been either.
And it's his sister.
It's my sister, and I haven't been. I've eaten there because sometimes I'll drop her off or I gotta pick her up, and she brings she brings it. I'm busy, man. I'm a busy guy.
You said it's in Winter Park. It's where you live.
No,
And you live in Winter Park?
I live in Winter Park.
Snap.
How many comedy shows she goes to for you?
I don't go to comedy.
No,
shows.
how many shows does she go to for you?
Oh, she maybe one.
Same shit. Same shit. Who's supporting who then?
No, but I went to the other businesses that she was a pastry chef at and stuff. I just haven't been to this one.
Chayote.
First of all,
It's expensive.
no prices.
I know. I know. Chef Mario. But you know what, though? Here's what happens to when it comes to that. A lot of people think it's overpriced, and I get it. I get it. It could be. But you know how many years it took this gentleman, to get to where he needs, to where he's at. The knowledge, the studies that he's gone through. That's what you're paying for. And also the experience, because I haven't been, but the restaurant looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And I heard the service is impeccable. So you pay for that. I hate to pay $20 for one bite, but, right, that's why you go there for. And it's an experience from what I hear. That they do like a mofongo, one bite mofongo or something like that. Dude, I need to have 20 bites in a mofongo, not one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you heard this or not, but we have put out a tax plan where pastry chefs pay no income tax.
Oh, that's awesome.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
I'm registering right now. But it's still cheaper than like Disney World's like
exactly.
thing, where you're like paying $14
bro, we were
$14 for
I went to
just a plate.
fucking SeaWorld last night, and they had turkey legs there. That motherfucker
$20.
looked terrible. And I've never seen something
I don't
look so
think
gross.
it's turkey.
Emu.
I don't know
I
what
think
it
it's
was.
like emu.
They say it's emu.
It looked like
It's an ostrich leg.
Yeah,
it
that's
looked,
what they
it
say.
looked like fucking pygmy is what it looked like.
How many turkeys you got to, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Genocide for turkeys. I feel bad, though.
And what are you doing with the rest of the turkey?
Yeah. Ground meat.
You just chopping off the legs?
Yeah, probably.
That's
into hot
turkey breast.
That's sad.
Huh?
Turns into hot dogs.
So what?
Yeah.
What days can you be found at the shop? Like, what is your? I mean, are you there most of the time?
No, I let the crew be, because I could be, again, going back to the asshole. I could be that guy. So I rather going back to that. So I rather the crew just be themselves. To be honest with you, they don't need a micromanager. When I interview people, and I hate to say that word. When I meet people for the first time, I tell them, hey, it's not a daycare center. You're an adult. You don't need me to hold your hand. If I come here, and I do go to the shops every single morning to check if I'm in town, whatever, or if I'm not working out of town, I go, and they know, and if I say something, it's for a reason, right? But they understand that when I say something, I haven't said anything for a month, let's say, right? But if I catch something, I'll be like, hey, what happened here?
You're like Chef Ramsay. You're like what
it's happened.
You donkey.
It's happened before like that. Oh, yeah. I've lost my
You
shit.
get in front of people's face. What is this? What is this?
Well, it's when you see standards slipping, right? It's when you see standards.
Absolutely.
Slipping, right?
Absolutely. For instance, when I open my kitchens, we put white baseboards in the kitchen. And people are like, but why white? Why? Because if you put black, you don't see the dirt. So you see the crew, taking pride in about every 2 days or so with degreaser and bleach, cleaning all the baseboards. So, you just create it's a lifestyle. Yeah. It's a culture, So we take pride in that. We have a lot of vendors that come in, like our exterminator from Massey or whatever, or if they're working on the Ansel system, my electricians or whatever, they're like, whoa, this is like the cleanest kitchen I've ever seen, So if you're working on our equipment, you don't have the fear of getting greasy. And, you know what I mean? It's a thing, if you take pride from that, you clean more than you cook in a kitchen. At the end of the day, you have people's lives in your hands, So we take that very serious. Whether it's a sandwich, a hot dog, or, a little dessert from, your sister, I'm sure she takes pride, So,
Yeah, for sure. Before we start wrapping up, John,
then we're done already.
Who ruined the Elvis phone booth thing that you guys had? Did you find who cleared that out?
So just like everything and all freaking, government officials or whatever, they always wash their hands. They always want to point fingers at each other, etc. So we had
Was it? It was a phone booth, right?
It was a phone booth that they turned into an Elvis shrine, and I think Brendan O'Connor from the Bungalow was the one that started that many years ago.
Okay,
I used to maintain it, and people would take selfies in there. Yeah, it was kind of creepy with the baby Elvis. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fucking creepy.
At first, I thought it was a santeria.
Cool.
I thought it was a santeria.
Me
thing.
too, bro. I'm like, whoa, and I saw some candles and shit, right?
Yeah.
So you would think, maybe a dead chicken will come up one day, right? And it didn't happen, but then Brendan told me I started that, and I'm like, okay, cool. So people love that, you know what I mean? And like I said, the baby Elvises were kind of weird. So they weren't doing construction in front of our shop to do a sidewalk and whatever. And you know how it is. City of Orlando has multiple people doing stuff. It's engineering that does this and that, whatever. Different companies that they outsource to. So it was one of them, and I know that for a fact. And I did call him, and that was a video that went viral, actually.
Yeah.
You know, and
you were like legit pissed.
because, like, dude, what the fuck did the phone booth do to you?
Yeah.
You know, do you have to fucking damage something that's not yours? You got to be a real dick. Excuse me, guys, but that really pissed
It's a
me
Christian
off.
show.
You know, it pissed me off. I'm
J.D.
still,
Vance is
and I'm
really
still
offended.
a Christian guy, but I am bold, and I rule with an iron fist, dude. Fuck that.
You're not bold. You're badass.
Thank you, sir. Nice. So, you know, so at the end of the day, I held the city of Orlando accountable for it. The cool thing about it, even news came. Wow. Miss Patty Sheehan, she actually called people, yelled at people. I even yelled at her too, and I feel bad. I'm so sorry, man.
Sorry, Patty.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Patty. But she was so cool about it. She was super understanding about my frustrations. Seriously, she really was. Because again, I could be real dick, you know. So she was really cool about it. And dude, they're doing like this milk carton out of like metal. Like this artist is doing it to replace that. It's going to be like a new age. Hopefully they put like an Elvis something in there, you know, like a little hidden Elvis
little
to keep it
tribute.
going type thing. But yeah, so they're doing something really cool to put on there, man. So
If it's metal, it's gonna be hot.
it's going to be hot. Yeah.
It's gonna be on fire.
Hot milk. I don't know. So yeah, so you know that's who did it, you know, and dude, and I'm gonna say that too. And now that we're here, the city officials, the engineering department came a week prior. This is a big story. I'm gonna tell you, and I don't care, City of Orlando. You can screw yourselves for real.
Shit.
But I'm gonna tell you, dude. So one of the
By the way, Democrats, go ahead.
so and it's true, bro. Like I was there talking to them, and they told me the timeline of the job because, mind you, they closed my whole driveway.
Yeah.
You know, so nobody has accessibility to get into my driveway, but from the back. So you have half-hour lunch. You don't want to be parking for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So talking to engineering, they're super nice at the beginning. The way they cut the concrete and the pavement or whatever, the asphalt, right? There was about an 18-inch gap, right? Left with soil. Nobody wanted to fill that up. It was up to me to fill it up. And I'm like, but you guys cut it.
That's so stupid.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this is the honest God-to-God truth. The city of Orlando, bro.
Like,
so
now
I'm
it's me? Now it's on me?
Yeah, now it's on me. You cut it. You're supposed.
Yeah.
So
And it's gonna wash out and fuck their shit up anyways. What the fuck?
So they decided I was talking to the private company, not the city yet. We're talking to them. Hey, what are you guys doing? Are you guys going to put like nice, beautiful grass here? What's going on? Oh, no. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're going to put asphalt. Are you sure? Oh, we don't know yet. We're waiting for them. They don't want to pay for this, and that. I'm like, what? So what happens? I'm talking to them. Of course, they told me it was going to be a next amount of days. It's already double the time. I'm losing a ton of money. You know, this year was crazy, you know, with road closures in that area. So the engineer guys come, the two guys that I met a week and a half prior or whatever that were discussing the job. Bro, they got out of the city of Orlando pickup truck thinking that there's some hot shit. I don't know.
They had a clipboard.
Bro, yeah.
They had a clipboard.
Yeah, with
like-
an attitude. You know what I told them? I'm like, sir, are you okay? Did you drink too much coffee today? For real, homie. I was like,
Cálmate, mijo,
see,
cálmate.
relax. I'm like, did you drink too much coffee? Like, and they're like yelling at me, dude. I'm like, listen. You know, it ended up being that they ended up, they were like, yeah,
Don't
we're gonna
get
do
fucked
this.
up by a sandwich chef.
Yeah, bro. And guess what? My place was full of attorneys that day, right?
Oh.
And I'm in the doorway and we're talking like this, and they kind of start like yelling at me again, bro. And I'm like, sir, you know what? I'm done talking to you. You, sir, you got too much testosterone. You need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And you said you need a fucking Xanax. I didn't say the F one, by the way. I said you need a Xanax.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Just like that, bro. The guy from the one of the engineering crew from Orlando, city of Orlando.
You're like, you on the clock right now?
Just like that. I'm like, you
on the
what?
clock right now?
Bro, and I had it on
Like that?
camera. I'm like, you're a horrible human, sir. For real. I'm like, God bless you. I'll be praying for you.
Did it hit him though?
I
When you-
did.
When
He
you
was-
tell
they were
somebody
like,
you're a
"Fuck
horrible
you."
human, they're
Yeah,
like,
bro.
They reflect.
You know, like, you're just horrible. They ended up walking away. I'm walking into the restaurant, bro, embarrassed because I have people in there, lawyers, that have been coming to our restaurant since we're open. Again, relationship guys, right? And they saw that side of me, but I didn't throw any F-bombs. I did not disrespect anyone. All I said, you need this and you need that. You need to calm down. I didn't do shit to you. I'm protecting my business. You're taking it too personal.
Yeah.
This is not yours. Do you own Orlando, sir? Like, they took it too personal, in my opinion. And the lawyers, when I walked in there, dude, they were like this. did he really just say that? I'm like, yeah. Dude, here's a business card, For real.
Dan Newland is like, here, you want to hold a check?
But do you think I'm going to waste my energy and positive life into these clowns? They're miserable, bro. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm blessed. You guys continue. They ended up taking another probably 3-4 days. They did it. They messed up the driveway, to the point that cars get messed up. So I'm going to figure that out. But it is what it is. But yeah, so that happened, bro. City of Orlando. Guess what?
Well, it's like work with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's what I'm
here.
talking about.
We're not enemies.
You're impacting my business.
Big time.
Yeah.
We are not enemies.
We're not enemies. You got it, dude. But it's always been like that. They close something, boom. But I mean, we got a lot of hits this year by the city. They closed this road. Then they didn't want to pay, another engineering company. So it was just a whole shit show with Robinson and Primrose. We were shut down the whole intersection for over a month. We lost 60% of our business, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does the city compensate?
They didn't do shit.
Really?
So I called them up. Everybody pointing fingers at each other. Oh no, this person, that person, right? Finally, somebody from OUC Orlando Utilities Commission calls me up from the insurance claims department or something. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe they're going to give me 3 months worth of freaking free electricity or something to make up for my losses, right? No, you got it. So I'm like, I'm talking to this guy. He's like, sir, so here's what happened. So they dug out Robinson, and apparently they found something on the grid that if the grid failed, a bunch of customers were going to suffer, right? Mind you, also the airport and supposedly whatever. So I'm like, okay. So the guy tells me, well, if they didn't fix that problem, it was going to cause people to lose power if something happens, tens of thousands of people, whatever it was. I'm like, so you're telling me that I'm collateral damage for your fuck up? Just like that, bro.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I feel a little insulted. I'm like, but how do you feel insulted? Oh, because of this. I'm like, no, you're telling me that if you guys didn't fix and took all this time to fix this, and that, a bunch of people would have suffered. So I am collateral damage. Yeah. That's exactly the definition.
Yeah, we weighed the options and decided you would just have to say
You got it. So exactly. No big deal. Hey, so the guy skipped whatever. I'm like, so you guys are not doing shit. Why are you calling me for them?
Yeah.
And I was like, have a blessed day. Clicked up the phone. And I had some people
said, have a blessed day.
They just dude. They're just horrible. So what happens? But again, that insurance claim guy was blaming someone else. And then the other person that I spoke with prior to that was blaming someone else. Nobody wants to hold anyone. I mean, they have no accountability.
Well, and then he's still taking it personal.
You got it. He did take it personal, but he took it personal.
It's more personal for you. He working for a company.
That's what I'm saying. He working for government, homie.
All I know, if you didn't yell at Patty Sheehan, none of this shit would have happened.
I love you, Patty. So that happened. So City of Orlando, to be honest with you, it takes a small business open, let's say a year. I don't know, 6 months, right? Dude, try to open let's say Badass, right? Let's compare Badass to, let's say, Subway or somebody like that, right? Let's say a Badass opens here, it will take a year. A Subway opens in the same type of thing, similar concept, 4 months. Why is that? They got more money. They got lobbyists, I guess. I don't know.
Definitely. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, bro.
Definitely. They got more pull in the city than you do because they're a chain.
It's sad, though, It's crazy. And I mean, but it is what I'm not butthurt by it. That's why we keep going.
No, America is about fighting for what you're going to do.
You got it.
And you're doing all right either way.
Thankfully.
I told the Charlotte County Fire Marshal to lick my nuts once.
Nice.
Yeah,
on first meeting?
Your story's better.
You just met. That was the first meeting. He was like, hi, my name's so-and-so. And you're like, lick
my nuts.
All right, with that, let's wrap this up. John, we appreciate the time you've taken with this. Guys, make sure you check out Badass Sandwiches and Badass Burgers. Badass Sandwiches is on Primrose and not Primrose.
Badass Sandwiches is on Conway and Curryford area.
Badass Burgers.
I am so sorry. Yes, Badass Burgers. Yes, Conway and Curryford and Badass Sandwiches in the Mill District in Primrose and Robinson.
There you go. Make sure you check that out. Kermit, you got anything to partake on this?
No, thank you for listening. And like always, like, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe again, and always tell 2 friends. And see you next week. Adios.
Don't forget to vote, bitches.
Bye.